Welcome to April 25th, 2021.
Hi, everybody.
Nor'wester
Here we are.
Musicale.
Nor'wester Musicale.
Hello, hello.
Hi, friends. We're here. We're here. Where are you?
I love that we're still doing
When are you
this.
going to come and sing with us? Yes, you. Come on.
Yeah, join us. Join us.
Yeah, last week we did all that poetry, and after we got off, I realized it was April 18th, and no one did Paul Revere. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere on the 18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive who remembers that faithful day and year. So then I went and read that whole poem. I thought maybe we could do it this week, and it starts out pretty good.
I'm
One
alive.
if I
I
land, two
didn't
if I see.
remember.
But it is really long. So I decided it was too long, so we shouldn't do it. But there's some great parts in it.
Thank you for sharing those first three lines with us.
Yeah.
Joe. That's lovely.
75.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Wordsworth, I recommend that you actually read his poem Evangeline and learn all about the Acadians, and that'll connect to what I'm doing later today.
All right.
So who's
Cool.
taking, who's
Well-
starting us off?
Darcy. Looks
Okay.
like.
All right. Well, I just ran into this one in my songbook and realized that I hadn't sung it in ages, and I used to love this song. I can't remember who brought it. It might have been Z, but it might have been Chris Friedel. I think it was Chris Friedel. Anybody remember Badua?
Badua.
Yeah, Badua.
Yeah, a couple of nodding heads. Okay.
Are you
So
going to do it
you
together?
have to mute yourselves and sing the Baduas with me. You know, there's all the Baduas in the background.
Mute or unmute?
I think you should mute probably. All right. I hope this is in tune. Sounds okay. Everybody's walking down that same road, but you notice some far away. You gotta use your time to your best advantage, 'cause those hours slipped in today. You gotta keep your chin up, keep your nose clean, keep it clean, and if you know what's before you, it's simple as a piece of fruit.
Badua. Badua.
Badua. Ba-do-wa.
Ba-do-wa.
Darcy, there's something going on with your internet or your microphone. There's
We
like a
couldn't hear-
massive toilet flushing rain stick sound going on. It's
We-
covering up your voice.
We
Or
couldn't
maybe-
hear the whole thing. We
Yeah,
missed
or
the whole
else
thing.
your house guest is taking a shower 10 feet away from you.
We missed the whole song.
Yeah.
Like now we don't hear it, but we heard it while you were singing. It was like shh.
We just can't hear you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not hearing you now either. Oh, we hear the rain though.
It hisses kind of when you talk.
There's always one rainy day.
To wash my
It's the fan. It's the fan from my propane fireplace insert that is still running probably.
Oh,
But could you hear me before?
you could hear you talking
Can't hear
before.
you.
We could hear you
Before.
before. When you weren't singing, we could hear you. And then when you started singing, like this rain sound started, and then it got more louder and louder and covered up your voice more and more.
We can start the recording over.
Is it your propane fireplace? Is that what you said?
Run.
There's a fan on the fireplace, and I had turned off the fireplace, and it always blows for about 10 minutes.
Here comes Corey.
But it was on the thing when we were talking too, so I don't know why it got worse. Hey, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Good
You
morning.
missed
Afternoon.
the rained out Badu.
Someone's on fire or something?
Sure
It's-
sounds that way.
It's Darcy. She's on fire or she's working in a rain
Sounds
stick
like
factory.
Fire. Yes.
Now it's not.
Until she speaks.
Come back.
Well, here, we'll let you go sit in a mute corner for a little while. There, Darcy, and
Oh,
think about
Oh
what you've done.
no. She left. I think we
you
made
better.
her-
Maybe
maybe,
she's gonna
maybe she's just gonna
restart.
try
Yeah,
it,
gotta-
coming in on a different channel.
Static shaming.
Right.
Yeah, Corey, we were talking about you earlier because like I saw that picture of your horse with a bridle and I was like, oh, our little horse looks so cute with that bridle. And they're all like, no, that's a big horse.
That's the 17-hand one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went back and looked at the picture and I thought, oh yeah, that is a bigger horse.
The
And
other
these-
one, basically, when
These
you
two
look at it,
horses are with you, right?
they are with me. Yes. Yeah. When you look at the little one, he kind of looks like a foal. He has big eyes. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's just been shrunken. How are y'all? Sorry, I'm late. Had a little.
Where have you been, young lady?
I was on the phone with a family
Where?
member having a crise.
Oh no.
Ah, oui.
Oh no. Where has the been since I said thee?
Well, what do you say, Darcy? Oh no, we're still getting the rain stick. Yeah.
No improvements.
Darcy, I know.
Wah,
No
wah,
wonder.
wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, well, I have a song I can do while in the meantime. So yesterday, this song popped into my head, and I don't know that we've ever sung it at camp, but my dad used to sing this a lot, and Mom knows this song, and it's about Napoleon Bonaparte. Boney was a warrior,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, I just know this song from my dad, you know, kind of singing it once in a while, and so I looked, I thought, where can I find the words? So I found them on internet, of course, but I also found them in this book, Frankie and Johnny, favorite, and 90 other folk songs, which has a 10-cent price tag in it. And I'm not sure where this book came from to my collection, but it has it in there. And then, so this is kind of like Holloway Joe. It has like a line and then everybody sings back it's a capstan chanty or so. And so it goes, Boney was a warrior away. And then everybody goes, away, ha, ya. And then a warrior and a terrier. And everybody goes, Jean-Francois. So why is Jean-Francois in this song? It has nothing to do with the song. So I looked up on the internet and I found someone else had that same question. And the answer was, this song is parallel to a song called Jean-Francois de Naut, which is a story about a sailor named Jean-Francois who, as you can well imagine, he has a full purse full of money and a gold watch, and he ends up going up in the attic with a woman and loses his money and his watch. But the words of the song, so it has Jean-Francois in it, and it has a really similar tune, and they sing in French, "Ohé, ohé, ohé," which is a French sailor thing to sing. And so this has "Away, ayé," I think, "Away, hey, ya," I think that comes from that song too. And then I saw on the news this evening, of course, everybody's getting kind of excited about Napoleon because the 200th anniversary of Napoleon's death is on May 5th, this coming May 5th. And there was a bunch of stuff being auctioned off, Napoleon stuff that's in a collection in France, I guess, and it's being bought up by Chinese. So I added a couple verses about the stuff of Napoleon's being sold. So here, Boney was a warrior. And so you guys can join in on the away, ha, ha,
Away.
and Jean-Francois. Boney was, wait. Boney was a warrior, away, ha, ha, a warrior and his terrier, Jean-Francois. Boney beat the Russians away, hi, ha, the Russians and the Prussians, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Moscow, away, hi, ya. Moscow was a-blazing, Jean-Francois. Moscow was a-blazing, away, hi, ya. Boney was a raging, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Elba, away, hi, ya. Boney, he came back again, Jean-Francois. Boney went to Waterloo, away, hi, ya. There he got his overthrow, Jean-Francois. They took Boney off again, away, hi, ya. Aboard the Billy Ruffian, Jean-Francois. He went to St. Helena, away, hi, ya. There he was a prisoner, Jean-Francois. Boney broke his heart and died, away, hi, ya. Away in St. Helena, Jean-Francois. His socks, they came up o'er his knees, away, hi, ya. They're auctioned to the Chinese, Jean-Francois. Let's see. His saber sold at auction, away, hi, ya. They sold it for 4 million, Jean-Francois. First, Boney was a warrior, away, hi, ya. A warrior and a terrier, Jean-Francois. So there you have it.
The
That's a fun song.
Jean-Francois, all the refrains sort of remind me of that song Inky Dinky Parlez-Vous. It's like, okay, let's sing a French song. Here we go, Jean-Francois. Dinky Parlez-Vous. It's you know, sort of in that mode of sure, we know French.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is a really old song apparently in English, and it was made up by, I guess, probably English sailors around the time of Napoleon, and they just took that French song, like you say, they didn't know.
They
it in
had
French,
they had
so
one French sailor on board and said,
Yeah.
"Oh, let's sing a song for him. You know this one."
So I have a little medley for you guys today.
Perfect.
And it's going to take us from Alabama to Louisiana. So we're going to be in the Southeast. But what's fun to do it right after Jean-Francois is because the last song is called Amos Moses. And when I was growing up in Minnesota and I heard this song, it was a camp song at a different camp. And it said Amos Moses was a Cajun. And I had no idea what a Cajun was or what that word meant or how it was spelled. Turns out that the word Cajun comes from Arcadian, which were the people that the French came over and they settled in the northeast part of Maine and Nova Scotia and were the Acadians. And then the British came and pulled them all out of there and sent them off. They didn't like what was going on there. And a lot of them ended up in New Orleans. And so that's where we get the word Cajun. And that's why they speak French you probably already knew that, but the Henry Wadsworth Longfellow poem, Evangeline, is a fictitious story, but it tells of that whole history and it's just beautiful. So I do recommend that that's your homework this week, is to find the poem Evangeline, which is long and it's, Wordsworth, Longfellow, but it's good. So anyway, let's go down to the Southeast. This is a tribute to Camilla because I got my harmonica. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in a cradle in them old cotton fields back home. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile out of Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. And when them cotton bolls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile out of Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. And then I need glasses here. Now Amos Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligator for a living. He just knocked him in the head with a stump. Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Now everybody blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him for alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. Alligator bait in Louisiana Bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana, lived a man called Doc Mills South and his pretty wife Hannah. They raised up a son that could get up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man at the club, called him Amos Moses. Now the folks around South Louisiana said Amos was a hell of a man. Well, he could catch the meanest alligator. He just used one hand. That's all he got left as an alligator bit it. Left one gone clean up to the elbow. Well, the sheriff called when Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he snuck in the swamp going to get the boy, but he never come out again. I wonder where the Louisiana sheriff went to. Well, you could sure get lost in the Louisiana Bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana, lived a man called Doc Mills South and his pretty wife Hannah. They raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth, called him Amos Moses.
That's awesome.
So that's my medley. I always thought that Cotton Fields Back Home was like a traditional song from the Cotton Fields, but actually John Fogerty wrote it. And I got to hear him play it in Tucson, I don't know, 20 years ago. And it was so cool to have him on stage singing that song. And then, of course, Amos Moses by Jerry Reed. You've all heard it before, haven't you? Yeah, okay.
Not Amos Moses, but I've heard. Can you hear me now?
No.
Not at all?
Still getting, well, we're
We
just
hear-
getting the rain.
This is what we hear.
You have to type.
Well, how about while we're singing about songs of the South, how about Abilene? Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. People there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene. Sit alone most every night, watch the trains roll out of sight. Wish that one of them would carry me back to Abilene, my Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene. Crowded city, ain't nothing free, nothing in this place for me. Wish to my God that I might be back in Abilene, my Abilene. Ba 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 ba, Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. People there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene.
That was nice.
Carla, you looked mystified.
No.
We were trying to play it and I had
Oh,
changed the
I was
key.
trying to figure out what key you were playing it in so I can play along.
A.
Ah, A.
I moved it.
But I was also mystified because of Diane. I thought of a song from another camp, and I don't know this song well enough, but I went to a riding camp in 1974. I'm going to sing it next time. The Ballad of Thunder Road. I don't know if anyone knows it. Let me tell a story. I can tell it all about the mountain boy who ran illegal alcohol. Oh, it's that kind of song. It's kind of like Copper Kettle in a way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to learn that one for next time.
Awesome.
Let's see. How about Alex? You feeling like gonna be a singer this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna make an effort.
Yay.
Before I do though, I will say, I remember you guys having a conversation a few weeks ago about the Courageous. And I have a little bit of an update. My brother's really good friends with Paul Manning, who was the skipper. And I guess it sold 9 months ago for 150,000, and it does live on the East Coast, but he doesn't know exactly where.
Well,
Anyway.
the thing I saw said it was in Newport, which is in Rhode Island, in Newport Harbor. It's, if you're gonna have a sailboat anywhere near here, you kind of would do. Newport's a pretty amazing harbor. A really great natural harbor.
Right on. That was my PSA for the day. So I'm going to do a song. It's not a camp song, but it is set to the same tune as Lord Franklin. And trigger warning, it's a very sad song, but I think it's a very beautiful song. And just especially nerve-wracking for me, but also this is especially for Camilla. This is a David Wilcox song. Yeah, you knew. It's called Jamie's Secret. Just a minute. I'm very nervous today. Okie dokie. river bend where the stream runs clear. One winter morning of a day last year, I heard a secret that I now can say concerning Jamie, who's passed away. If you had known her, then you'd agree. Her smiling eyes could make a blind man see. She laughed with innocence and she moved with style. A full-grown lover with a childhood smile. She moved up west where the air is clean to study poetry at Evergreen. I thought I'd see her in a year or two, till we heard rumors that I feared were true. They never found where she went that night. The man she lived with said they'd had a fight. She left that cabin to walk alone. He kept the light on, but she never came home. She must have gone by the riverside. Searchers say that's how she must have died. Winter water was cold with snow, an icy boulder, down she'd go. I heard the news, but I could not cry. I should be shattered, but my eyes were dry. To feel no sorrow was my surprise. The words came easy for those last goodbyes, till I took a walk by the river bend, where once we lingered when she was my friend. I tried to melt the river of tears inside. The river flowed, with joy I cried. She may be gone from this life we know. She may have frozen in the ice and snow. There's a secret that my heart can't tell, except to say that she's safe and well. Near River Bend where the stream runs clear, one winter morning of a day last year, I heard a secret that I now can say concerning Jamie, who's passed away.
Wow, what a
Thank
song.
you. That was beautiful. Beautifully done.
Absolutely gorgeous and a harrowing song. Wow.
That struck a nerve.
Yeah.
I thought it might.
Yeah, if anyone is ever looking for a new artist to befriend, who has just a way of telling a lot of emotional truth, and very eloquent. David Wilcox is great, and he's very busy on Facebook Live giving concerts, and he really understands a lot more than other artists that that you're here. Oh, hello. He just has this way of jumping into the camera like that, and I guess imagining that that little green light on the camera really is you, and you feel very seen, and you feel like he's just singing for you. It's really he's really and he's probably the best guitarist you'll ever hear. And when he does a concert, he sits in front of 5 or 6 guitars that are all tuned differently and all have different voices. So you never have to listen to him tune, because he just picks up a different guitar and he plays. He's really the master of all these different guitar tunings, but his guitar craft is unbelievable. So he's
Yeah,
great.
I think I told you it's that classic question. If you're stranded on a desert island and could only have one CD, for me it would be David Wilcox. How did you find me here? And
How did you find me here? Yeah.
yeah, and I also think I had mentioned to you, Camilla, I a few years ago was fortunate enough to go to a concert of his, and he basically announced at the beginning, I'm going to keep playing till no one is left. And unfortunately, one of my brothers gets a little impatient, so he ended up leaving. I would have stayed all night.
Yeah, my experience with that was, I think I told this story that a million years ago, I went to the Philadelphia, I think it was 1997, went to the Philadelphia Folk Festival, and he was playing, and it just started pouring, and he was covered, and it was a warm summer evening, so most people ran for cover, but there were, I think, maybe about 25 of us who just stood in the rain and just got to move right up to the stage because everybody else was gone, and we just like in the pouring rain. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I also got to see him in person. I don't know if any of you are aware of the Conference on World Affairs that happens every year in Boulder, Colorado. It's basically like free college for a week, and the subjects range from A to Z, and you can just pick and choose which lecture you want to go to. And he did one of them once, and he's just a phenomenal soul.
Here's another song of his. Hopefully I'll remember all the verses. Oh, when the paint jar tipped off of the table, you watched as it started to fall. Glass popped, splattered and shattered, and paint spray hit the wall. Bright blue glossy enamel across the kitchen floor. You said, good God, look at that pattern. I've never seen that before. Leave it like it is. Never mind the turpentine. Just leave it like it is. It's fine. When the paint dried, you gave it a title. You called it Kitchen Blue. Bright frame, white frame, painted around it, gallery lighting too. Rich folks come over to dinner. They all want one of their own. They said, how much? Who's the artist? And my, what a beautiful home. Leave it like it is. Never mind the turpentine. Just leave it like it is. It's fine. Most folks suffer in sorrow, thinking they're just no good. They don't match the magazine models as close as they think they should. They live life like the paint by number. The teacher would be impressed. A lifetime, follow the lines, so it's just like all the rest. Leave it like it is. Never mind the turpentine. Just leave it like it is. It's fine. Good old David Wilcox.
What an amazing song. How great that is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and oh, language of the heart. I mean, you just have to have that. You just have to have, how did you find me here? Language of the heart. Yeah, great songs.
I mean, if we all could just leave it like it is a little more, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Needs to be a verse about the environment.
Can you type that?
She's smoking a cigar. I didn't know you smoked. Oh, he's got a lot of songs about the environment. But,
It gets louder the closer Darcy gets to her computer.
It is mysterious. I am confused.
It's a mysterious chord to go with her mysterious thing.
Carla, is it your turn?
Yeah. So I think your song was in E minor. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it. So that got me thinking about, because this is
Yep.
got me thinking about a song that it's not really a camp song, but it's kind of it's like a, you know, Burl Ives folk song, kids song kind of, and I've sung this with little kids, and but it's in minor, so it sounds sophisticated. It's the Tailor and the Mouse. And the thing is, though, it's like there's some parts in this song like that little kids, like it says the tailor had a tall silk hat, and the kids think it's a cat, a silk hat, and then the chorus is hi diddle come tantrum through the town of Ramsey, and one of the kids was like, is that about an ancient Egyptian pharaoh? Thought it was Ramses, but it was the town of Ramsey. It's some English town. So anyway, here you go. There was a tailor had a mouse, hi diddle come feed ho. They lived together in one house, hi diddle come feed ho. Hi diddle come tantrum through the town of Ramsey, hi diddle come over the lea, hi diddle come feed ho. The tailor had a tall silk hat, hi diddle come feed ho. The mouse he ate it, fancy that, hi diddle come feed ho. Hi diddle come tantrum through the town of Ramsey, hi diddle come over the lea, hi diddle come feed ho. The tailor he chased him over the lea, hi diddle come feed ho. The last of that mouse you never did see, hi diddle come feed ho. Hi diddle come tantrum through the town of Ramsey, hi diddle come over the lea, hi diddle come feed ho.
Yay.
That is bizarre and wonderful.
And the kids think it's sophisticated because it's in minor.
Minor kids so sophisticated.
It has the sound of, do you know the one with hey said the little leather wing bat? I'll tell you the reason, you know that one? The leather wing bat?
No.
Yeah, that's, I don't know all the words to that one, but that's another, it's howdy dowdy dealio day, howdy dow. Howdy dowdy dealio day, howdy dowdy dealio day, howdy dowdy dealio day, fa la lee wadilio.
Very cool.
Yeah. The hey said that I probably called the leather wing bat.
Okay, I wrote it down.
Well, I hope Darcy doesn't dip her microphone in water or anything to try to wash it off.
I have an album with that song on it.
With the leather wing bat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'll see if I can MP3 it for you guys.
Ooh.
Ding, ding. The tall silk hat reminds me of when I first heard one day as I was riding through the subway, my tall silk hat, my tall silk hat. I think, what is a tall silk hat? I laid my hat down on the seat beside me, my tall silk hat, my tall silk hat. A big fat lady came and sat upon it, my tall silk hat. She squished and flat. A big fat lady came and sat upon it, my tall silk hat. She squished and flat. Christopher Columbus, what do you think of that? A big fat lady sat upon my hat she broke, and that's no joke. My hat she broke, and that's no joke. Christopher Columbus, now what do you think of that?
I learned that somewhere in grade school. That's a blast of the past. Thank you.
I was going to say I heard that in third grade or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to trace the history of that if anyone has bothered to.
And I remember at grade school in Seattle, Washington, I'm like, Subway? What is that?
Oh, yeah.
Tall silk hat. Any others that anybody wants to hear? After the discussion of the books and everything?
Unified.
Letters, all the songs that I've looked for and printed out and marked up and all that kind of stuff. I
That looks nice.
put them in a little extra book.
Good job.
They're all tidy.
One of those comb binders that you guys were so excited about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No, this is not that. This is a 3-ring binder, so we can pop them in and out. The comb binders when you want everybody on the same page.
You can change out pages though. You put it back in, open up the things, put a different page in, and
Not easily.
not as easily.
Yeah.
It's a pain. That's true. Doing it by hand is doable, but finicky.
Here's one from the from the H tab. He's my rock, he's my shield, he's my wheel in the middle of the wheel, he's my lily of the valley, he's my pride in the morning star, makes no difference what you say. I'm going down on my knees to pray, praise the Lord, gonna wait right here, my Jesus till he comes. Prophet Isaiah said he saw him with his diamonds in his hand, coming from the land of Boaz, spreading the wine. Praise the Lord. Then old Daniel said he saw him, Hezekiah's cornerstone. Praise the Lord, gonna wait right here, my Jesus till he comes. He's my rock, he's my shield, he's my wheel in the middle of the wheel. He's my lily of the valley, he's my pride in the morning star, makes no difference what you say. I'm going down on my knees to pray, praise the Lord, gonna wait right here, my Jesus till he comes. Then Rebecca said she saw him just as she knelt down in prayer. He was riding through the elements and its glory filled the air, with the rainbow round his shoulder and the government in his hand. Praise the Lord, gonna wait right here, my Jesus till he comes. Oh, he's my rock, he's my shield, he's my wheel in the middle of the wheel. He's my lily of the valley. He's my pride in the morning. Star makes no difference what you say. I'm going down on my knees to pray. Praise the Lord, gonna wait right here. My Jesus till he comes.
All those good old-fashioned church songs that used to be just fine at camp, and now I get why they're not.
Yeah, they wouldn't sing that. I guess they wouldn't sing that at
We
camp.
sang that. We sang it.
Do they sing it at camp?
Yeah, sing it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they sing it.
still in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if you take out every song that has something in it, then you just don't have any songs left.
Well, Robin has sort of been saying that they're doing a little of that, but I'm glad.
Yeah, well, the
That's a
pendulum
cultural
swings this.
song.
Remember when Dan Lincoln was banned by a certain camp director from singing Times They Are Changing? Now you can sing Times They Are Changing as much as you want at camp. But
Why?
I don't know. Why was he banned, or why can you
Yeah.
sing it now?
Why was he banned?
It was Dave Formo that was the camp director, and well, I suppose we should get Dan on here to tell a story, but he felt that it might offend some children whose parents were statespersons or something. Let's see if we can. Well, we have to.
We're senators.
Yeah, yeah.
Senators, congressmen.
Yeah. He was like, well, what if their parents are that or something? That's the take that I had on why it was.
I see. Okay.
Nice.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
former era.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably could have sung it in the 60s or 70s, but in the late 70s or the 80s, let's say it was in the 80s, you couldn't. Now you can probably sing it again.
There's probably nothing that made that song more interesting, and probably more kids learned it by heart after it being banned. It's like,
Right?
because he probably sang it at,
Oh yeah, banning is
sang
great.
it at a couple of campfires when I was sure everyone else had gone to bed.
Yeah, but I don't think he ever got to sing it, so they didn't never.
Well, maybe not in the
They knew
lodge.
it from
Others could sing it.
yeah.
I mean, we sang it at camp in the Housel years.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ever know the song before that.
Well, it was a Dylan song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you sang it in sometime between 1974 and 77 when I wasn't at camp.
Yes, I believe we did.
That's what we said. Carla's not here. Let's get out these.
Yeah, let's
That
get
was
out the
when I
good
was-
stuff. Let's do all the Dylan. Carla's not here.
Yeah, when I was in Montana learning that Thunder Road ballad about the moonshine that I'm going to sing next time.
Yeah.
Or in France, learning some body songs in French about sailors.
There's a place in France where the alligators dance. It gets body from there.
My version did not have dancing alligators.
But
No,
the
it
men
did not.
don't
It had
because
other things. It had ladies. The ladies.
Okay, turn off the recording for a minute. Let's hear it.
I don't think we have a pause option.
Oh, yes, you do. Look down at the bottom of your screen, Camilla. You got pause recording.
And now